Hello, beautiful people. Southwest Airlines is now hiring for remote, no phones positions, and yes, equipment is provided. I also have 5 additional work from home side hustles that are beginner friendly and pay up to $41 an hour. So let's hop right in. But first, I got to do my shout outs because y'all have been showing out. So at one point in time, Miss Valerie came to tell me that she'd applied for a job, and thanks to these videos, she's been able to boost her confidence. And she even said, my friend got hired at Instacart. And I was kind of like, well, why didn't your friend tell me that? And so her friend Brittany came back and said, I'm that ex-coworker. LOL. Thanks, Jazzy. I got the job with Instacart. Yay, you're such a blessing. I used your tips while applying for the position and ended up acing the interview, and I start May 29th. Congratulations to you, Miss Brittany. And then you all have been showing out when it comes to Sedgwick. I posted about that job last week and y'all jumped on it. Oh my gosh, so many of you have landed interviews and job offers. So Miss Akila said, I had a video interview with Sedgwick, waiting to hear back. And that was literally like the next day after I posted that job. So she got an interview like within a day. And then Miss Sherelle said, I got an interview from Sedgwick on April 2nd. I applied on 3/29, Good Friday. Thank you, Lord. Congratulations to you on landing that interview, Miss Sherelle. And then Miss Victoria said, I got an interview for the Sedgwick job too. Thank you. And then Miss Lynn said, good luck. I also had an interview yesterday. I'm just waiting to hear back. Thank you, Miss Jazzy Mac. Y'all have been jumping on these jobs and getting interviews within a day. Like, this is absolutely bananas. And then the beautiful Miss Anna said, Jazzy, I want to thank you for your videos. I applied for Sedgwick and I got the job as a bilingual care team representative. Keep doing these videos. God bless you. Well, I am so excited that you got the bilingual job. I posted that one also at one point, and I love how quickly you jumped on it. And like, when I tell you Sedgwick gives like these interviews and these job offers, they jump on it, which is why I tell you to like apply ASAP and make sure like you're watching these interview videos that I put out so that you can be prepared. And then Miss Renee Crawford also said she got a Sedgwick interview too. And she's like, wish us luck. So good luck to all of you that have landed those interviews in like record lightning speed. That is so amazing. So let's look at our opportunities that we have today. Now, if we take a look here, here's the Instacart opportunity that Miss Brittany was talking about, where she started at Instacart. So this is a fraud and identity specialist role, okay? When we think about fraud and identity, you think about when there are transactions happening in your Instacart account, we want to make sure that it's actually you making those accounts. So if all of a sudden you live in Texas, but there's somebody in like Europe that's using your card, they generally will send an alert to Instacart that says, okay, there's some fraudulent activity happening here. There's some red flags. So it says with this job, you're going to identify fraud patterns and conduct investigations to deter that fraudulent or suspicious activity. So there may be a queue of inbound customer appeals. And what that means is people may be sending in tickets to say, hey, I didn't authorize this purchase. I need a refund. Or they could say, hey, I can't get into my account. It looks like somebody's hacking me. Can you help me with this? So these are the sorts of things that you'll be doing as part of the fraud and identity team. And the reason why I love this job is because it's very beginner friendly. They only want people that have some sort of support related experience, whether it's customer support, help desk support, or if you don't have that experience, they'll take your academic record, meaning if you've been in college, I don't care if it's just for a semester, they will take that and use that as experience for this job. Yes, they do train you in this job. Yes, they provide equipment for this role as well. But this is a great segue into if you wanted to work on a fraud team, let's say for a big company like Cash App, or if you wanted to do cybersecurity, this is literally your foot in the door to get into cybersecurity. This is ultimately the pathway to get into a tech job or a banking job in the finance industry. This is literally how you do it. Okay. So this job is going to pay $23 an hour. Yes, we've done the resumes for you. They are available at paybump.com. They are in the portal. So congratulations to you, Miss Brittany. We hope you enjoyed over there at Instacart. Now, a bunch of you had said, Jazzy, I work in insurance. I don't want to work in insurance. I don't want to be on the phones anymore. Well, Allstate has a virtual auto adjuster position, right? Now, with that, those are the people that ultimately assess the damage of a vehicle and decide how much the payout is going to be. They use the little vehicle adjustment calculator to determine how much of a payout they're going to issue you. And with this one, because it's a virtual position, people send in images of their vehicle's damage, and you look at those photos and say, okay, this is how much we think you would be entitled to, right? So if you don't have experience as an auto adjuster, it's okay, because down here they talk about how they will help you ultimately get your license. If you look down here, they will help you get an appraiser license within your first 60 days of being hired. So if you don't have that license, that's not going to be like an instant deal breaker, because they are a company that believes in educating and empowering their employees. And so, but for the ones that do have the license, you get $1,000 sign-on bonus. Okay. So just make sure, if you have any insurance experience, you are applying for this. This is a lot easier than just being on the phone with people all day long. This is a little bit more getting into the research and looking at the damage of things and assessing the damage. And with this job, it pays super well. This is up to $41 an hour, okay? $82,000 per year is what this salary range is, okay? So don't let that insurance experience just go to waste. This is a high paying job, and it is work from home. Yes, they provide the equipment and all that good stuff. Okay. So this is also something we've done the resumes for. Make sure you apply for this. I don't know how long this job is going to be out there, but this is a great opportunity for you guys. Now, we've talked about Imagine before, or Imogen. They are kind of like a healthcare platform. They provide healthcare solutions and technologies that is used in different like doctors' offices and hospital settings and things of that nature. I wanted to show you this position because it is a weekend overnight shift. A bunch of you have said, Jazzy, I need something I can do after the kids have gone to bed or after the kids have come home from school. So these shifts are going to go from 6 p.m. to 8 a.m. on Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Okay. Training is included. Okay. It's very rare that these jobs do these intensive trainings. And this is why I look for these opportunities, because I want anyone that hasn't been in the workforce, or if you're a beginner, I want you to feel confident in what you're doing. So this training is going to be an 8-week training. They do pay you during the training. They provide you with all the equipment. Basically, you're going to triage calls, emails, or chat messages from customer facilities, as well as internal clinicians. So this is people that actually work in radiology. They might work at the doctor's office. These are the people that are using the technology, okay? And you're going to track those things in the CRM system. So you might be doing tickets, you might be doing chat support, you might be doing email support, but mostly it sounds a lot like there's a bit of data entry that's going to be happening, where you're taking data out or inputting data into these systems. Again, training is provided. And with this, you don't really need to have a degree. If you have a high school diploma or GED, that is fully acceptable. And this position is going to go from $24 to $29 an hour. Okay. So high paying. Resumes are done for you. Now, our next position is going to be with Sedgwick. We've covered this before. They've got weekend opportunities. They've got part-time opportunities. We've talked about those in previous videos. But I did want to remind you that Everyday Health is also hiring. Okay. They've got part-time positions, and those positions are just for email support, where you are supporting the Lose It app. That's an app that helps people lose weight and maintain their weight. And you're going to be answering questions that people send in via email. Now, this one is also beginner friendly, and it's going to pay up to $22 per hour. Now, when it comes to when it comes to Southwest careers, we wanted to look at the software engineering side because a lot of our jobs that we've posted before have been customer service or sales related. And I've been having people that say, Jazzy, I'm a very technical person. Show us some high paying technical jobs. So we've got the software engineer position. This is going to be working as part of the Salesforce Center of Excellence team. All right. So many of you have used Salesforce either in a sales capacity where you are projecting revenue or you're doing allocations for project assignments. If you've used project management tools, Salesforce is probably one of them. Maybe you used it in an order management sort of way to deliver packages, but this is the team that you're going to work on. So with this, they're saying you're going to be a part of road mapping large scale cloud systems. A lot of you have that cloud support either from working as a software engineer. Maybe you worked on other types of technical teams or QA teams, but this is going to be supporting the cloud system. So down here, it goes on to say that they require you to have a GED. If you don't have a bachelor's degree, it's not a big deal as long as you've got some equivalent experience or training. A lot of software engineers are just they do a lot of self-study and they're self-trained and kind of self-made. Most software engineers are not going to college for software engineering, and employers know that. So if you don't have a degree, don't let it be something that deters you because they're aware that most people kind of are more self-taught and they come from IT or they might come from a help desk job and they kind of work their way up. So if you've got that AWS experience, you know JavaScript, you know Angular, Node.js, all of that stuff, please make sure you are applying for this. Yes, we do have the resume available for this as well. This job is also a very high paying job. It's going to go 137 to 152 per year. Okay. That's just for the base salary. You still get additional bonuses. These are cash bonuses. Of course, you fly free. Of course, you get a 401k, and that is up to 9.3% is just absolutely through the roof. That is an amazing match. That's a lot of money, right? To get for your 401k. So make sure you apply for this position ASAP. I don't know how long it's going to be out there. They've got a different position for a senior software engineer working on a different team. This one is going to be for the native iOS and Android application. If you have some iOS, Android application experience, even if you're not a software engineer, if you are more of a QA person, even project management, because sometimes these roles are not as technical as they seem. Sometimes, they kind of change the role around and they will create a position based on your experience. So again, this is investigating that software bugs, reporting those bugs, working in things like Jira to report that. And again, having that SQL Server experience, that AWS experience, any cloud experience. Again, this is going to be perfect for those of you with that background. This also pays $137,000 to $150,000. And yes, we've got the resumes available for this position as well. So make sure when you apply for these positions, you've watched those interview videos first, because you don't want a recruiter to call you and ultimately you're not ready to go to the next stage of the hiring process because you have not prepped with these interview cheat sheets. So make sure you check out these videos. And as we always say, if you stay ready, you never have to get ready. Oh,